In this session of Earthquake Analysis Kickstart, we are going to discuss about the configuration inside the response spectrum analysis as per Indian code 1893. So let us start with the configuration part. So we are going to understand through G plus 16 structure seismic analysis, where the structure, you can see, length is 40 meter and the width is 30 and height is 55.4 meter, and we're going to compute and assign different seismic definitions and configurations. So if you have gone through our first release of Advanced Art Pro, then you know how to create the structure and all the peripheral dimensions and all you can get from the soft copy. So let me open this particular file and trying to explain you about the seismic definition configuration and how to apply this. So you can open from your exercise folder the seismic definition configuration, and you'll be getting this particular file. Here I will show you about the different configurations and the dimension. So this is the top view where you can find the different dimensions protocol here. This is 6.53 and this is 5, and overall you can see 40.22, and here you can see 30 meter, and about the overall height this is 55.4, and from ground to the bottom top except the top floor is 52.2. So after getting all this dimensional detail, we'll try to understand this particular project. So let me brief you about the different dimension protocol. So if you go to the general and go to the property, here you can see the dimensions of all the vertical columns, 0.24 by 0.46, and about the beams that you can see 0.24 by 0.42. So after assigning to this corresponding members, you can see the 3D render view and you can get the overall configuration how the structure looks like. So let me come to the point. So about the support also, all the ground columns are supported here by assigning the fixed support joint, and from the front view you can see. So this is not 40.42 as told, this will be from this point to this point, this will be 40. So after getting all these details, you can see directly the load definition, and about this load definition and comparison I will talk about later. And here you can see the seismic definition. So how to configure this seismic definition, that I am going to explain you. Here you can see, so this seismic definition, under this loading you can get the definition, and once you go to the definition, here you can find couple of different seismic load definitions as per the UBC code. The latest UBC code also you can have from the 1997, IS code 1984 earlier one, and 1893 2002. You can have IBC and other country code as well. So let me come to the comparison part and how you can define this, and then how to get this seismic definition parameter dialog box, that I will show you. So you can go to the post analysis print, and here you can see the different configuration, and when you go to the design, here you have the tab, and here also you have couple of different parameters. So how you can configure, here you can see under the command different configurations that you can see, and if you go to the loading, here you can see the definition, and here you can have different codes and definition configuration, and under this seismic load you can find this. So how to configure this seismic definition as per the 1893 2002 and understand the different empirical mapping, and that mapping empirical formulas need to be configured through different options. So under this loading, go to definition and you go to the seismic load, and I am selecting here IS 1893 2002, and after selecting this you can see here this particular dialog box is disabled. So what you need to do is you can directly go to this particular seismic definition and you can directly go to add and you can configure this, because already I have configured this. So because of that you are getting that particular configuration error message. So you can directly delete this particular configuration, and now when you go to the seismic definition and go to add, you can get this dialog box. Or you can directly go to the command and here you can go to the loading, definition, seismic load, and you can go to the corresponding code so that this dialog box will be available. And from here you can choose different codes also, which code you are interested to work with, 1893/2002/2005. So once you select this code, here you can see different parameters which you have to configure due to generate. So after going to generate, you will be getting this particular dialog box. So here I will explain you. So after clicking the generate, you will get 5 set of different configuration dialog box. So one will be with the city or the present locations, or if you know the seismic zone, that you can configure. And next is the response reduction, that means the type of frame structure which you use, the special purpose, the RCC frame structure, and the importance factor, that means important building, there you will be having the higher factor of safety, or you can have the general building where you will get 1. And the type of parameters, under that you can see the rock and soil type. Here you will get the soft, hard, or medium type of soil, and here we can see the RC frame structure under this structure type. So these all 5 configurations you have to do, and then you have to configure and move ahead. That means from here I am configuring the locations as Bhuj. So this is the top level seismic code 0.36, and here I am going for special RC moment resistant frame, so that here the damping will be effective, and you can directly go for the damping ratio as 0, because this will be damped through the SMRF, the special RC moment resisting frame. And importance factor, I am going for the general building, or if you go to important building, this factor will be 1.5. I am just configuring with the general building. And the type of soil which I will be configuring will be the medium soil, and structure type will be RC frame building, or you can configure the steel frame building, or you can go for all other buildings. So I am going for the RC frame building. And here you can see the foundation depth, that also as per the code which I have shown you can configure. But this is very important, whatever the x direction and g direction seismic response will be exposed with that structure can be configured. So for that you need to know the empirical calculations which you have to assign. Why this is 0.5 by default, this is also 0.5, but you have to configure this by knowing the correct periods. So I will show you how to configure this, because we have to know this, then you have to configure this. So let me come to this particular point. So here you can see the period x and period z along the x direction and along the z direction. When you are going to compute, you have to use as per the IS code by using the formulas. So this particular formula says that 0.09 h divided by root over of d. This d is depth. When you are computing for period for x direction, that you are going to take the x direction length, and when you are going for z direction, this is the z direction. So if you can see inside the stud, that you can clearly see this is the x direction and this is the g direction. So you have to compute 0.09 as per the formula, which you can see from the clause number 7.6.2, which I have already loaded inside the DVD folder. exercise as EQ code. From that you can find this particular code file 7.6.2, and this is the formula, and here h is the height of the building, this is 55.4. so 55.4 I have taken. So this time period I am going to compute and put it here. So 0.09 into 55.4, that is the height of the structure, divided by root over of 40, because I am going to compute for the x direction period. So this is the x direction, which is 40, and whatever the value will come, that we have to put under this box. So I'll go to CALC and I'll go for this computation. So I'll go for the root over of 40. At this I'll go for 1 by x, because this is below this, multiplied by 0.09, then again multiply this by the height of the structure, that is 55.4 meter, 55.4. So I am getting 0.788. So this I am going to feed in the x direction, 0.788. And what about the g direction? That again I have to configure. So the g direction here you can see 55.4, but this is 30 meter. So that you have to configure. Again I will go to the calculation, and here I am going to go for 30's square root 1 by x multiplied by the height of the structure, that is 55.4, multiplied by the 0.09, and this is coming 0.91. So this I am going to feed it, 0.91, and go to generate. When you go to generate, this will be automatically transferred here, and damping ratio, as I am using the moment resisting frame, I will go for 0. And when you go to add, this particular definition will be directly added. I am just going to close. This is added here. So based on this particular computation, you are going to activate the numerical computation which you do. This is the final configurations as per the code which you are going to include. And also you can configure here the accidental load, and also the earlier code clause you can mention, but I am just going for this default. Now you are going to understand the different other peripheral aspect which we are going to configure other than the periods. That means the load computation, or you can say the earthquake load, which you are going to assign as a lumped mass to the structure for calculating the overall earthquake response and the critical path which you are going to compute. And for different structures, you can calculate also by using this formula, the fundamental natural period, or STAR uses this particular formula, and which you can use for computing this over the, in our case this is the case, divided by the root over 40 and 30. But STAR engine automatically calculates for the time period by using this formula, 0.075h into the h to the power 0.75, because h to the power 0.75 is the RC frame building. If manually you are going to calculate, then you have to specify, otherwise STAR will calculate based on this. So if you take it, I prefer this particular method, because you have to know, because structure's length, width and height will be varying based on the different cases, so you cannot standardize it. So it's better to calculate by using this formula and put it here. And next, in our coming session, I will be discussing about the other peripheral concept which you can configure and assign to a structure, that is the seismic definition and its base shear configuration on your structure.